Welcome back. The island of Terra in northern Manatee County was once known as a thriving agricultural and business community.
But now mostly a residential area where wild and exotic animals can be seen from time to time. And as ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo tells us, there's a new one in the midst.
Well, Scott and Haley, residents in this small, tight-knit community in Terra, have seen bobcats, coyotes, and even deer. But this is the first time they've spotted a peacock. Peacocks, known for their beautiful tail feathers, are an uncommon sight for John Maynard. But now he's getting a crash course.
And it honked at us a couple of times and started heading north.
So when the bird made its way through the neighborhood, residents wondered, do you have any idea how that peacock got here?
Not at all. Maybe somebody dumped it here that wanted to get it out of their own neighborhood.
President of Wildlife Incorporated, Ed Strait, says that very well may be the case.
In the last few weeks, we've gotten several calls. I got a call all the way out on State Road 64 near Rye Road where there was a pair running around there. They just showed up. Then we had the call on Terra. It appears to me that somebody is trapping them, relocating them.
And he says anyone relocating peacocks could face a fine or even jail time.
You cannot release any exotic bird or animal back in the wild. It's against the state law and federal laws.
And even though peacocks normally don't walk through neighborhoods, Strait says people do keep them as pets.
They would need to then check to see whether, if the wings are being trimmed or pinned or something like that where they're confined to that property.
It was just last year a section of Longboat Key was overrun by these birds. The town started to relocate peacocks after complaints about property damage. For Maynard, he has concerns with a higher population, but otherwise?
I think it's got as much right to be here as anybody.
And anytime an exotic animal, such as a peacock, is spotted, residents are urged to call Florida Fish and Wildlife. Reporting in Terra, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne. 3 middle school students are still in the hospital tonight following a Mardi Gras parade accident on the Alabama Gulf Coast. This video was taken just moments before the young musicians were injured at the Fat Tuesday parade. The Gulf Shores High School marching band was practicing with several middle school students when the driver in an SUV behind them accelerated quickly and hit 12 members. Police say the crash appears to be accidental and no charges have been filed against the 73-year-old driver. There's no indication drugs or alcohol was a factor.
A judge enters a not guilty plea for suspected double murderer in Orlando. Markeith Lloyd refused to give clear answers about his plea during his arraignment today, so the judge entered the pleas for him. Lloyd has made several profanity-laced outbursts during previous court appearances. He's accused of fatally shooting his pregnant ex-girlfriend Sade Dixon in December. He reportedly also gunned down Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton last month after she tried to apprehend him while he was on the run. Lloyd is facing at least 11 charges and can potentially receive the death penalty. The widow of the gunman who killed 49 people at an Orlando nightclub will be released from jail in 2 days. Today, a federal judge in California agreed to release Noor Salman on bail until she faces trial. The judge says there is no evidence that Salman has connection to the Islamic State or holds any extremist views. Her husband, Omar Mateen, pledged allegiance to several terror organizations during the attack before police shot and killed him. Salman is charged with aiding and abetting Mateen and lying to investigators after the shooting. She has pleaded not guilty.
This evening, the Northeast and parts of the South bracing for what could be some severe weather. This after the Midwest was hit very hard by an outbreak of tornadoes overnight. The National Weather Service is on the ground in several states, including Illinois, where the storms were deadly. ABC's Kenneth Moten shows us the damage.
In the middle of the night, pure tornado terror.
I live in an upstairs apartment, had to get in the bathtub to survive, and my whole street is wrecked.
In the daylight, jaw-dropping destruction across 8 states in the Midwest. More than 24 reported tornadoes. The furniture visible after the roofs were ripped off homes.
And now it's gone, but it's just a blessing that none of my family was in there.
In Illinois, storm chasers captured incredible images of twisters. In the community of Ottawa, one man was killed when a tree uprooted and came down.
So sorry. Your family okay?
Governor Bruce Rauner was on the ground Wednesday, surveying the damage in Naples, where dozens of homes are gone.
We got to count our blessings. This could have been way worse. The warning systems worked well. People were notified.
A nursing home with 70 residents inside took a direct hit.
5 residents sustained minor injuries and 1 staff member. Actually, the staff member was walking around with an ice pack and still helping people.
In Little Rock, Arkansas, ABC affiliate KATV posted this picture. A massive tree almost crashed into this bed. The person sleeping survived. But in Perryville, Missouri, 1 person was killed when a tornado touched down on I-55. Vehicles destroyed, knocked off the highway like toys. The goal now in the Midwest, confirming those tornadoes, the cleanup, and turning the power back on for tens of thousands of people. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
And now for a check on our forecast, which is once again quite warm. We're going to head over to Bob.
Well, we just saw that devastation right there on that story. That's associated with a low pressure area now, which is moving through parts of the Great Lakes and throughout parts of Canada. The attendant cold front still very active at this hour, not nearly as active as the one last night, but still there is a tornado watch in effect for parts of Alabama stretching into North Georgia, just north of Atlanta. A severe thunderstorm watch in the yellow that you see right there, and there are numerous severe thunderstorm warnings taking place right now. There's a tornado warning that just was issued into Alabama. This is a active tornado now, again, just north of Charlotte, and that is pushing off toward the northeast. So still lots of action going on with that storm system. That frontal system will eventually have an impact on our weather, but we're not expecting any kind of severe weather here, maybe a few brief showers tomorrow late. More on the forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. All this week you can watch ABC's When We Rise, a drama series about the LGBT movement. And tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, we're taking a look at the local fight for equality. While the gay and lesbian communities have made great strides in recent years, the focus is now largely on transgender rights. Here on the Suncoast, we've seen protests against the Sarasota County School District. Students fighting for the right to use the bathroom of the gender with which they identify. While the fight continues, some in the LGBT community are celebrating the progress that has been made.
It's as though an enormous weight has been lifted off my shoulders because it's no big deal anymore.
Coming up on ABC 7 at 7, we'll hear from 3 different generations with 3 different perspectives and one thing in common: the fight for equal rights.
Aspiring filmmakers gathering today on the Suncoast for a workshop. The Sarasota County Film and Entertainment Office hosting its 3rd annual 6 and a Mix event for film, television, and other media production professionals. This happening at Suncoast Technical College. Workshops covered everything from how to pitch your ideas, special effects makeup, red digital cinema cameras, and financing and improv, all taught by industry professionals.
The whole purpose of the workshops and the networking mixer is to connect people to one another, learn who has what skills, improve your own skills, learn more about a subject that perhaps you're less informed on.
Established film and TV producers from New York and Los Angeles led some of today's workshops.
If you have an old Florida lottery ticket, you may want to check the numbers. A Fantasy 5 top prize winning ticket worth more than $200,000 has not yet been claimed. The winning Quick Pick ticket was sold at Discount Beverage on U.S. Highway 1792 North in Polk County. The winning numbers for the September 16th drawing were 2, 4, 9, 21, and 35. The deadline to claim this prize is March 15th at midnight. So if you happen to be purchasing that ticket at that store, try to dig up the receipt. Yeah.
Well, still to come in your Suncoast News, get ready to brace for more pain at the pump. How much gas prices are expected to climb this spring and summer.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you inside the Suncoast Concert Band, the oldest band in our area.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Port Florida Home.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Robotic surgery is changing medicine. The robot has better vision than a human. You can see 10 times better magnification than the human eye, but it takes a human eye to run the machine. In fact, it takes multiple human eyes to treat a patient. We've perfected the team, we've perfected the procedure, and the more experienced the team, the better the quality outcome.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
There are many things the Suncoast has to offer. It's not just the great weather and the beautiful beaches that make life great here.
For some people, it's actually the music. ABC 7's Linda Carson joins us with more. Linda.
Over the years, many former professional musicians have chosen to retire here because they love the Suncoast Concert Band. There's a long waiting list to join the band, but once in, members are like family and they make beautiful music. They are in the spotlight tonight. The Suncoast Concert Band has a proud history.
This band started back in 1932 over in Arcadia. 8 musicians got together to play for the fun and enjoyment of playing.
Eventually, the band moved to Sarasota and became known as the Sarasota Mobile Home Park Band. They were in Payne Park for many years. Along the way, the band changed its name to the Suncoast Concert Band.
And then 5 years ago, Northminster Church invited us to make their sanctuary our home.
There's no religious connection between the band and the church, but it's a great relationship. Ed Stiles Jr. is director of music for Northminster Church and a band member.
The facilities are great acoustically, but it's also nice to have the community come into the area, that's from this area, and it's reasonable for them to come into our concerts. They get great music.
We do 9 concerts a year here at Northminster Church. We do 3 concerts at the Church of the Palms on Bee Ridge. And we rehearse 2 mornings a week, Monday morning, Thursday mornings.
Their concerts are most all sellouts. They say it's because of the low cost and the great music.
We only charge $5 per concert. We do marches, show tunes, overtures, a wide variety of music.
The band has 65 members. Their average age is 74.
Our oldest member is 92. He's in our trumpet section. And we have at least, I think, 30 people, 80 plus.
They're retired teachers, dentists, accountants, engineers, doctors, even a rocket scientist.
A lot of our players played through college, put their instruments away, and went about doing their job, whatever their job was. Then when they retired, they wanted something to do, so they got their horns out and they have started playing again.
Their next concert is Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock at Northminster Church. It will be a sellout because all their concerts are, so better make your reservation now. For more information, go to our website and click on links we've mentioned. Haley?
Thank you, Linda. Now we're going to head over to Bob and get a check on the official Suncoast forecast.
I'll tell you, good weather today, pretty good weather tomorrow too for ABC 7 Day at Ed Smith Stadium. But the Orioles game looks to be pretty good for that. And Lakewood Ranch webcam showing generally fair skies, although we see a few clouds there, and then all of a sudden the sea breeze kicked in and pushed all the clouds well inland now. And we're looking at some high cloudiness around at Lakewood Ranch, but that's about it. Lots of sunshine and temperatures pretty warm at this hour, still in the upper 70s in some cases. Now there are some showers down to our south. This appears to be shower activity, but it's not. It's actually a smoke plume from a burn, a controlled burn there in the eastern portions of Sarasota County. Currently at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, it's 78 under fair skies, and the dew point still high, mid-60s, winds out of the west-southwest at 9 miles an hour. The pressure 30.06 inches. It's still high, but it will eventually get lower somewhat tomorrow as that front approaches. The high today, once again in the 80s, and not close to the record though of 87 set back in 1997. 82 the high. This morning's low was 63, well above the average of 55, and no rainfall to report today. And we're not expecting a lot of rain with this front, as has been the case pretty much all winter long. Just a few passing showers are possible in the afternoon and evening on Thursday. Temperatures statewide still warm in Jacksonville at 86, 84 now in Orlando, and temperatures in the 80s in both Key West and in Miami. Around town, inland areas, much warmer, 85 degrees at Mayaca City, and just about 10 degrees cooler in Cortez with that west to southwest wind now. 78 in Venice, Northport, you're at 81 degrees, and 82 into Port Charlotte. As far as the forecast goes tomorrow, not much of a change. We'll see some low clouds and the possibility of fog in the morning. That fog will burn off, revealing partly cloudy skies throughout the day. Temperatures near the beaches, mid-70s there, upper 70s to low 80s inland, and then slightly cooler temperatures to move in on Friday with a bit of a breeze too. That front itself is a very thin line of showers, but still producing some rough weather and the potential for some tornadoes into parts of Georgia and into central Alabama. Not nearly the intensity as we saw yesterday at this time with that front, but we still have that potential. As far as snow falling, there hasn't been a lot of it across the Midwest and the Great Lakes over this past winter, but some snow showers moving through parts of Illinois now, or northern Indiana, I should say, and also into Michigan, and mainly rainfall from Toledo to eastward into Cleveland right now, and then Buffalo getting some shower activity there with that low pressure area. As far as the tornado watch goes, you can see it. It's a very thin line for the potential for rough weather, and there are severe thunderstorm warnings taking place from Mississippi all the way through Georgia this evening. Behind it, clear and dry conditions. 67 warm in Philadelphia. Detroit at 45, Green Bay 26 degrees there. In Salt Lake City, it's 41. Denver 47 degrees, 57 in Oklahoma City and Dallas now at 66 degrees and 73 into Houston. For boaters, shapes up like this tomorrow. Winds out of the southwest to start the morning, 5 to 10 knots, picking up a bit in the afternoon, and a moderate chop out there. Seas running right around 2 feet. The water temperature very warm, unusually warm, 75 degrees with a UV index tomorrow for the beaches. Right about a 10 after those low clouds burn off. Tides upcoming. Low tide will be at 9:15 and a high tide at 2:46. Sunset at 6:31. Tonight, mostly clear. Some fog late. Staying warm, 65 for your low. Tomorrow, morning fog, partly cloudy skies, still warm, 82, and southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. The extended forecast does call for a ever-present slight chance for a shower on in through mainly Thursday night and into Friday. Breezy on Friday, clearing in the afternoon. Highs only in the low to mid-70s. Only? That's not bad. Back to you.
Not too bad. Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Drivers are seeing some delays northbound on Interstate 75. An accident being reported there near Fruitville Road, backing traffic all the way up past Bee Ridge Road.
Spring break is almost here, and gas prices are expected to keep climbing when it arrives. AAA expecting the cost of gas to increase by as much as 70 cents per gallon between now and Memorial Day. The price hike is due to an increase in driving, as well as maintenance at refineries and the annual switch to a more expensive summer blend of gas. On average, the price for a full tank could go up by about $8 to $10 per fill-up in the coming months.
Gasoline prices can differ substantially within a small area in each community. So, shop wisely, keep your car in good shape, particularly your tire pressure can make a big difference, not only in your safety, but your gas mileage.
Florida's current average gas price is about $2.30 a gallon, which is 54 cents higher than it was 1 year ago.
That is pretty significant.
Yeah, it's going up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be expensive this summer to drive.
This summer for those road trips, yeah.
Entertainment news is next.
Now's a perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to californiaclosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
The cast of season 24 of ABC's Dancing with the Stars has been revealed, and it's looking to be a pretty exciting season.
Yeah, the celebrity cast vying for the Crystal Ball Trophy includes Olympic gymnast Simone Biles, figure skater Nancy Kerrigan, actor Mr. T, I Pitied a Fool, and ABC's current bachelor Nick Viall. A lot of promising dancers looking to take home that coveted trophy. The new season will begin March 20th right here on ABC 7.
Nick Viall's 5th ABC reality show, so we'll see how he does. We now know who will headline Coachella this year. Lady Gaga will be the top billed performer at the music festival over 2 weekends, April 15th and 22nd. Last week, Beyonce announced she would not perform at the festival because doctors have told her to take it easy while she is pregnant with twins.
Blues Brothers Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi rode up greeting fans and started smashing guitars at the grand opening of a new House of Blues in Anaheim, California. The guys say the restaurant is a state-of-the-art venue that can fit 3,100 people inside and enable them to bring in some big concert acts. Since opening, the band Social Distortion has played there. Acts next month include Chase Rice, Korn, and Common.
5 women scientists have been immortalized as the newest Lego figures. The company unveiled its Women of NASA set this week, featuring women who played vital roles in the U.S. space program. Some of these figures include Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, Nancy Grace Roman, known as the mother of the Hubble Space Telescope, and Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman in space. The set will be released later this year or in early 2018. This is going to be, I think, a sellout very quickly.
Yeah, and it's about time.
I mean, it was needed for sure. I think Hidden Figures really pushed this forward.
Inspired it, I'm sure, and it helped. And a lot of young women have seen that movie and just loved it.
And they should. They all should, yeah.
We'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Join us this Saturday night at 7 o'clock and 11:30 for the House to Home Show, featuring some of the finest homes for sale right here on the Suncoast. Whatever your taste, you're certain to find properties that satisfy your particular buying preferences. Presented by SWC Properties right here on ABC 7.